cut you off, Tess, but why don't we just go ahead and go straight to Tess here. Tess, why don't you tell us what are the questions we're getting?
Okay, we have quite a few questions here. One that I saw was, can the automation be time-based?
What do you think about that, Philippe? Can the automation be time-based?
So basically, everything is like pulled through an API, so it's real time. So basically, let's say you do sports. This is when we get the data, then the process occurs. So it has to be as fast as possible, basically.
Okay. We had double on this question. Is there built-in intercom communication feature so that the broadcaster can talk to someone remote without that chat being live streamed?
No, for that we don't, because usually people will use like a separate tool, like, I don't know, Hangout, Stack. You have already like a lot of solutions very good on the market. So maybe at some point we will integrate it in the platform, but the use case we have with most of our customers is most of them don't need that for the moment.
I could see like chat being kind of cool.
Yes.
If you were, like everyone who is logged into EasyLive under one account is all working on the same live stream. It'd be nice to be able to like say, hey, can you do this, or I'll do that because you're in different countries or something.
Definitely. Yeah. Alex says that he is curious about Streamlabs integration because he does a lot of gaming productions.
So what is Streamlabs?
So if you can pull up the platform, Streamlabs is already integrated.
Oh, there you go.
So basically, Streamlabs is a platform where you can have a default templates pre-built by them, or you can customize on their platform. Everything is HTML. And basically, gamers or people in esports use it and ingest it using OBS. So it's a cloud platform, but you put the window into your OBS or your XP. You see on the right side.
Okay. This is why it works hand in hand with things like vMix.
So there is a direct integration with Streamlabs. And so basically here, the use case is, let's say you play Counter-Strike or whatever game like online and you display it on Twitch, for example, you can have like a pre-built template, custom, and you do basically the direct integration. That's the typical thing, just like an HTML case. So either you code it yourself or you use pre-built template that you can find on Streamlabs, Muxy, or other platforms that exist on the market.
Okay, this might answer that question, but can encoding be done on EasyLive, or does it have to be done before reaching EasyLive?
Yes, it has to be done locally, because basically when you take a raw file from a camera, the bandwidth that you have cannot support basically the load of a raw file. You must encode locally first. Okay.
Does your platform do live transrating server side? Some of this is like Chinese to me.
So maybe the person means transcoding or transmuxing, meaning that you can change the parameters of your bitrate and your resolution. I think that's maybe the question. So basically, yes and no. Yes, let me give you an example. Let's say you publish to Oranges 1080p, 10 megabits per second. In output, only YouTube support that. Twitch limit to 720p, 60 frames per second, and 4 megabits per second. After they have issues with that transcoding services. Facebook Live block at 30 frames per second, 720p, 3 or 4 megabits per second. So basically, in output, we will deliver the exact same RTMP to all of the platform. We won't make a difference between YouTube and Facebook because on our point of view, it makes no difference. Very few people can watch 1080p today. And so 99% will go 720p or below. And so that's why we don't make differentiation between outputs. I know that some people tell, okay, the limit on YouTube is, let's say 720p, 5 megabits per second. And Twitch is 720p, 4 megabits per second. And I want to make the difference on both platforms. I can bet whatever you want. No one can make the difference with your eyes. It's not possible. So that's why there is no point in doing that. It will cost more money to the customer in the end. So we send the exact same RTMP to everywhere. So we can transcode between input and output, but in the output, we made a choice to not make differentiation between targets.
Okay. What else do we have here? Is there a display that shows bitrate? Or is he asking if we have an example of that?
That shows the bitrate that we use on the platform? No, this one we don't, because usually, we never had the question about that. I don't know. We have the data. So if you are interested in that, you can use the HTML element basically to display whatever you want. By default, our tools won't do it, but if that's something that it's important for your customers, you can use the HTML side.
How do our viewers get EasyLive after this stream?
There's a good question.
So they don't, because we don't deal with the viewers. Basically, we stand in between the local production and the video platform that you are using, let's say Facebook Live or YouTube. So basically, let's say that Paul and Tess will be using our solution. It's not through EasyLive that you will see it. Actually, no one will know that they use EasyLive. So you will go on the YouTube channel of PTZOptics and you will find your content here or on their Facebook page. We don't deal with final audience. We are a B2B company, and we stand in between the local producer and the video platform where you want to publish your content.
Okay.
I think what they were mentioning is where could they actually buy
Yeah,
it
like buy the solution.
Oh, they go on goeasylive.com and just click contact us.
And then you set them up with a custom quote. And not to mention, somebody is going to win a EasyLive.
Can't forget about that.
We can't forget about it. So, and I've already got it up here. So let's go ahead and do that. This is going to look a little sloppy, but I got to do it this way, I think. We did a lot of custom stuff today.
Yes.
Okay, so this ended. 145 total entries. And let's go ahead and
roll it.
Winner. Thank you for sticking around, everybody. If you have entered this contest, we definitely want you to be able to win. Joshua Steinmetz. Have you seen him in the chat at all?
I'm not sure.
Joshua
not
Steinmetz.
That I recall.
You guys know the drill.
I can't see the spelling, so I'm going to butcher it.
Stein. Steinmetz. You guys probably know this already, but you have to be here watching live in order to win. So if Joshua doesn't show up, we'll just draw a new winner. Hopefully he will.
Yeah, we had a couple more questions about a price orientation.
Okay.
Philippe?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So basically, we have two ways of selling the platform, basically. So everything is SaaS, on the SaaS model. So it's like either a subscription or a cost per event. So since we are B2B, we have either a monthly fee with the 1 year engagement. It starts at $300 per month for the premium package. And for the enterprise package, it goes at $800 per month. And then you have various limitations between each package, obviously. And then we have a custom package for advanced needs. So people who do, 10 hours a day, 60 frames per second, 10 outputs, something very more high quality. And basically we charge on a minute rate. So we charge you basically $1.99 per minute just for the raw price. And then depending on the commitment you can have along the year, we can reduce drastically the price. So it really depends. If you have a one-shot event, it will be $2 a minute. So $120 per hour. So it's something not that expensive. But then if you do 10,000 hours per year, of course you won't pay that price. It will be discounted a lot. So custom need, custom quotation for this one.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So it seems like right now, it's contact you guys, get a custom quote, because you're not trying to just jump in the water and get a whole bunch of people at a set price at this point, because you're really testing the waters a little bit with a platform that could explode. I mean, if you can just make it easy. I could see so many people who just want to stream to Facebook and have their logo, and just little things like that. Or be able to stream to YouTube and Facebook at the same time.
Yeah.
And not even use all the advanced features that you have. And then on the other side of the boat, I see a lot of people who want that redundancy, and they want to have the television style, broadcast opportunities that they never had before. So I can see it kind of from both ends.
Yeah.
Which puts you in an interesting position, because you're going to have a lot of customers that are interested.
We hope so.
It seems like everybody that we mention it to is just in a wow type of reaction.
Everyone's just
even in the chat just today, everyone's like, wow.
I thought we would just maybe show off our beautiful layout here. Here we are.
Look, I'm sideways. It looks like I'm
Happy
sitting.
St. Patrick's Day, everybody. We've got Philippe Laurent here, who is going to be answering your questions live here on YouTube like we always do. So yeah, and the pricing has changed. Last time, there was a little bit of shock about the pricing. Now it's cheaper. Now it's different.
Can you stream to your own website?
There's a good question. Can you stream to your own website?
And how would that be done if so?
So that's a good question. Basically, so we are input, graphics, and output agnostic. So you can publish wherever you want. We don't have any limitation. So you can go to your own website through a custom RTMP, but then you need to have like the internal skills to know how to set up an hosting server or to use like live stream or those solutions basically to have it on your website. But then definitely you can go to your custom website. Basically, like we are a partner with Akamai and we are labeled by Akamai. So it's like a big CDN basically that's prove first the professionalism of a company, and then you can go custom on this one. We partner with Dacast. We are global partner for YouTube, global partner for Facebook Live, and a global partner for Twitch. So, yeah. And we get also labeled by Elemental. So I don't know if in the audience some people use Elemental Encoder, but we are partner with them also.
Yes, Dacast is going to be not on the show next week. We're going to have Tom Sinclair from Streaming Idiots on the show next week. But Dacast has been so nice to give us a free, it's $600 worth of live streaming on Dacast on their live show. Now, how would you work with Dacast? Would you actually stream from EasyLive to Dacast?
That's correct. And actually, we have a specific integration with Dacast. So Dacast is a very good platform, especially for people who want to host their content on their websites. And so we have a direct integration with them where you don't need to use any RTMP. You just basically click on the Dacast logo, put your credential, and that's it. You hit publish and it will go straight to your channel. You don't need to set up or configure anything.
Wow. And I know Dacast is really amazing easy. When you get into those streaming scenarios where you want to actually charge tickets and charge people for watching your live stream and have it posted on your own website. They really get into that.
They are very professional. It's a very good platform and very reliable. So everyone who wants to use basically their own solution on their website, Dacast is a very, very good provider for that.
And I could see you guys working together a lot because the people who are willing to pay for Dacast, who are willing to, spend the extra money for the premium CDN options, would probably want that redundancy because they're, a lot of people we're not making money off this live stream, right? A lot of people, but a lot of people are. And when you're monetizing your live streams, if you're live streaming a boat race or a concert or something like that, not only are you responsible for making sure that live stream is always up and running, which EasyLive is going to make at least a little bit better with the redundancy, but you also want to have control of that live stream and charge people tickets to get to that live stream. Like I think the orchestra, the Broadway, stuff like that.
But we have some solution for monetization. So basically, we have. So it's more the custom package because it's like an advanced feature. But let's take an example. You are a company that control all the workflow. So you use maybe Dacast or another solution similar. You control your video player on your website. Basically, through the RTMP, we can basically send you data. And it means that every graphic that you see on your video player can become clickable. So one use case for that, let's say we play a game together and you just score a goal. I could display your jersey in the layer, in the video player, and it can become clickable. And so when the audience click on it, it goes to an e-store and people can buy your jersey like in 2 clicks.
What?
So that's very advanced feature, but that's part of the custom package.
Okay, because of the HTML integration that you have, it really opens up a lot of doors.
It's separate of the HTML. It's really through the RTMP, you have 3 channels, video, audio, and data. And so through data, we can pass information, making basically like a layer on top of your player clickable. real time.
Wow.
But you need to control your player. If you don't, let's say you use Facebook Live or YouTube or another, it won't work because those companies, they control the video player and you can't modify nothing on it. But if you control your own video player, let's say you use VideoJS or something like this, you can just make clickable every graphic on the player with us.
Wow.
And that drives money.
That is really, really cool.
I had one more question for you, Philippe. Is there a limit on the number of CDNs you can stream to simultaneously?
It's a good question. We never seen people going more than 10 at a time. Mm-hmm. Not sure if there is a meaning to go more than that. So we haven't tested to go more. On a theoretical standpoint, our servers can handle 1,000 simultaneous feed, but we never tried.
Right, that would be
1,000 at the same time, and I'm not sure if there is a point doing it. So if someone has a specific need, I mean, the custom package is here for that. So happy to work on it with that person.
Yeah. Robert is very interested. He says, which RTMP would you suggest?
And also, he's asking what is that other question he has there?
What is VideoJS?
Yeah, what is VideoJS? I was wondering that too.
So VideoJS is a player, basically, that's it's a company that has been bought by Brightcove a couple of years ago, and they provide a player that you can customize.
Ah, gotcha. Interesting.
So basically, the video player we use in our platform, it's a VideoJS platform.
Oh.
It's not our player. It's like an open software, and so you can use the code and do whatever you want with it.
I'm looking for a spelling of diecast.
Oh, it's Duckcast.
Duckcast?
Dacast.
Yeah, so I said Duckcast with my French accent.
The French accent got me.
Yeah, and Guitar Guts is saying, 4 to 8 is enough. We only stream to YouTube, and we do that because we have a small community of live streamers and broadcasters who watch our show. We want to have them all kind of have their own community, but I do understand streaming to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Is it illegal to live stream to Facebook and YouTube at the same time?
It's a good question. On Facebook terms and condition that you can't find because you need to go on developers.facebook.com, etc., etc. Mm-hmm. It's forbidden. It's mentioned that you can't, and on our platform, we warn you that it's forbidden. And if Facebook notice it, you can be banned.
Right.
Okay.
That's when you're at your own risk.
But then in real life, no one cares and everyone does it.
Yeah.
It's just that basically at some point, the point of view of most of people who do that, whatever solution they use, and whether they use us or Switchboard or whatever other company, basically, it's more like you can't ask for exclusive content if you don't pay for that. So at some point you can't claim, okay, you go on Facebook, but you can't go on YouTube without paying for it. So I understand like Facebook point of view on that. I understand also customers' point of view. I don't know how this is going to work out because that's a tricky question. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Us as global partner for Facebook Live, we warn our customers about that, but then we can't control it because even if I will be blocking them on the platform, on the control room, within like our solution, you can have like several instances running at the same time. So if you can't do it from one instance, you can just choose 2 instances and you will do exactly the same. So someone who wants to go around it will always be able to do so. So
I wonder if we should start live streaming to Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
We did it before, and then we were not sure about the ethics of it. I don't know.
We want to be,
I would love to. From my end, because I love Facebook
you'd have
streaming.
To
I love the reactions.
And
I'll do it.
Do a Facebook reaction.
I'm down with that. Let's do it.
Maybe we'll start doing that.
But you have plenty of tools where you can like aggregate both chats also. So you have like things like Hootsuite or like SaaS solutions like this, where you can aggregate several chats and moderate all of them in one place. So there could be a trick also. But Facebook is pretty good for audience, like to target the right audience, especially when you go to multiple Facebook pages. Like the audience we can reach, on our point of view, is where the experience is greater than YouTube. YouTube, it's most of our customers that does YouTube have like fewer audience than on any other platforms.
Yeah, it's true.
I feel like the only people that would really get flagged for that are really large audience type companies.
Yeah, I don't think we would get flagged for it.
Not yet. I mean, we will be at that point someday.
But I guess we'll just have to start doing it to just try it and see what people think about it. A lot of people do it, and we could even live stream to Twitter. You can live stream to Twitter with.
I've never done that.
Yours as well, right?
Yes, of course.
Oh, we can do Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube all at the same time.
Yeah.
It could kind of be fun.
I would love to play around with EasyLive.
Well, we're definitely going to, and we need to get more familiar with it because we're going to be using it in NAB and a whole bunch of other things. So, Philippe, thank you so much for coming on the show. Congratulations, Joshua, for winning a EasyLive license. That is going to be super fun for you to play with. We're playing with it. I've had nothing but good things to say, and from my experience, I'm just about 30 years old now. I've been in the industry for about 10 years. Actually, I always forget. I've been in the industry for 7 to 8 years, depending on how you look at it. But everything is moving to the cloud. Everything. If you're not moving to the cloud, you're probably going to get left behind. We saw that with video conferencing. They had hardware-based video conferencing codecs. Now, nobody uses them. Everyone uses Skype or GoToMeeting or WebEx or Zoom, and it's all in the cloud now. The same thing is going to happen with live streaming. It's just how long is it going to take? I was, in my mind, when I was using EasyLive, it wasn't quite as quick as like vMix or Wirecast. But from what you're telling me, it actually may be close. So, I mean, it's all going to go to the cloud someday, and you guys are way ahead of everyone else.
But it's just that basically the issue is not EasyLive or other like competition. The issue is RTMP. Basically, with Wirecast, for example, or vMix, when you have like several video sources, it's frame accurate.
Yeah.
But when you ingest RTMP doesn't have a time base, so it's not frame accurate, and that's the issue. The issue is the protocol itself. So that's why with our platform, we don't recommend to ingest, like, let's say, 4 video feeds at the same time if you are live streaming, let's say, a football game or a basketball game, because there will be delay in between each feed. And even if you could, on my point of view, it will make no sense, because on each source, you will need one internet connection and one encoder. And at some point, it will cost you more money than having a local switcher. So it's better to switch cameras locally using like vMix or Wirecast. It will be more precise. But then everything except for that, move it to the cloud. It will be faster, easier, and you don't have to worry with graphics and stuff like this. You can do all that in the cloud. There is no added value to do it locally.
Very, very interesting. And I love the HTML stuff. I love the API stuff. I love the Streamlabs stuff. So much. I love the monetization through that third RTMP channel. I didn't even know that existed. It's always a good time having you on, Philippe. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
thank you to all of our viewers.
Thank you, everyone.
And take care, everybody.
Thank you. Happy St. Patrick.
And that's all, folks. We appreciate your participation in the chat room and can't wait to host our next informative Q&A session. Your questions drive the conversation forward for live streaming professionals around the world. Until next time, happy streaming.
It's good for you?
Seems good to me.
Great. Everybody in the chat was really loving it.